Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game Informer's cover reveal stream, is I think what we're going to call it. We're not, right? This is the first time we're doing something like this. I'm Kyle Hilliard. We got Marcus here. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, everybody.
And Alex is here as well.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
So we're not going to properly reveal the cover for about 9 minutes now. And we're not gonna offer any hints beforehand, but we can say Marcus and Alex are here because you guys put the cover together, right? That's that's all we'll say, right?
Yes, I wrote the cover. Alex did our awesome video coverage on it. So yeah, we are the two people to celebrate and or blame for this. So
yeah, tease where we went.
I think we have previously, right? Like we said, we were in Japan only a few weeks ago, like at the beginning of the month.
Yeah, what?
May or may not be related. There's no way of knowing, unfortunately.
I think we left the States on January 6th.
Pretty much
something like that.
The first week of the new year, we're gonna go to the other side of the world again and check out this game that I'm personally pretty excited about. I'm trying to. It's weird to talk about this and not be able to talk about it.
I know. We're just gonna hang out and interact with the chat. This is mostly an opportunity to get people to come check this out and wanted to give us some time to kind of relax before we hit the button. So and thanks for everyone who's showing up here. We got a lot of folks,
a lot of first timers.
You're also going to have to excuse me because I am exporting our cover trailer right now while we're also doing this. So if you see me zoning out, I'm uploading that right now.
Yeah, he's not ignoring us, everybody. He's just... And Marcus will probably be doing the same thing, because Marcus has to press buttons to make sure the cover reveal goes live and all that.
No, it's going to go live. I don't have to do anything.
Oh, okay.
If everything goes right, I shouldn't have to do anything. Yeah. But I'm just hanging out, admiring, checking out chat. Everyone seems excited. A few first-time chatters I'm noticing. Jojo Dancer, 25.99. C's 128. By the way, since we do have a few first-time chatters, just as a heads up, if you subscribe to our Twitch channel, you get access to our Game Informer Discord, where a lot of the fine folks you see in chat right now congregate, hang out, talk about video games. Very welcoming community.
Yes.
Love the GI community a lot. And and this is very exciting. And again, I'm trying to build it up more without saying anything other than I liked the thing we saw.
We don't want to tease it too
much. We get people's guesses?
Yeah, throw some guesses.
Actually, I've seen a few. Someone had a great one that said it's Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, they really scooped us.
Could you imagine that? It's like we were promised the cover and then they decided to stealth launch it, and now we...
By the way, I've been playing that game while riding an indoor bike. I get the pedals to go in time with the music. It's perfect. It all works out.
Oh, wow.
I see someone guessing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Commander Cool. Look, I'm not going to say one way or the other whether or not it's that game.
Butter's favorite game. Halo Japan.
Halo
Super
Japan.
This way says.
All right. Again, Glomar response here. Can neither confirm.
I would love it if that was just the name of the town. Halo Japan.
I mean, if you call, because Halo is like a noun, right? You could call a game Halo Japan. That would, right? You could get away with that.
You could just call it Halo Kitty.
I'm still waiting. We made a joke about it many, many years ago, I think, and what was it? One of our rapid fire questions. We asked a developer, "Why don't you guys just call your game Fortnite, but spell it correctly? Night." That's just sitting right there. Someone could call their game Fortnite and just spell it differently.
Now so many kids just think that's like that. Like Fortnite is the Mortal Kombat of this generation, right? Of people just spelling it the video game way and not the real way.
Yep. That's ruining society. What can we say?
Yeah. Everyone's problems. Look at this. I'm seeing some very interesting guesses in chat.
Yeah.
Kanto Kid saying sick shirt, Kyle. That's
Thank
what we're actually revealing is your new shirt.
My wife bought it for me for Christmas. It's Princess Mononoke. If you can't tell, it's got the little guys and see the god. Yeah. So I tried to put on a nice shirt. I changed my shirt beforehand.
Okay.
This is my Mononoke tattoo, Kyle. That you can't really.
Oh my gosh! I didn't even know we were Mononoke buddies. Oh, that's cool.
Oh man,
There you go.
That's Mononoke is my favorite Ghibli movie, but I don't have any actual merch to like flaunt. But I can say that I enjoyed the movie. I guess.
I think it's my favorite movie. Period.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, love that movie. Yeah. So we'll reveal the cover in about 4 minutes. I'm gonna press the button, and you guys will see the cover, and then on our website, we'll have a story that Marcus has written like about the cover, and then a little bit later today, it will be available digitally. Maybe it's like about 2 hours or so. So you can, if you're a digital subscriber, you can download and read the story, and then it'll be going out to mailboxes in the following weeks. It's tough to have an exact timeline for when you get print because everybody's a little different. But if you want to, when we reveal this story in 3 minutes, you can read it today. If you're a digital subscriber, you'll be able to read it today.
Yes, Kyle, I think you need the silent Slack too, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Gosh,
you're scaring everybody into thinking that they should be working.
All right. Slack is... Thank you. Yeah, is it that sound effect is popping up is what's happening?
Yeah, people think they're being notified about something.
Gosh, see? Sorry, everybody. You're being notified about the cover reveal, which I have the clock on the top of the screen. So we're, just about 2.5 minutes now. This is exciting. I wish we had this is our first time doing one of these, so depending on how it goes, we'll definitely like to do more. I'm already thinking of ways, like, kind of feel like we need like a drum roll sound effect or like something like some sort of like grand, just some sort of audio cue of like it's happening, like it can be the glass shatter for like Stone Cold Steve Austin's entrance or just something. What's that? What you got? I actually have my digital drum set in here, and I was like, I might be able to work something out, but I won't, and be able to sort it out in 2 minutes.
Let's see, John Carson in chat. What's up, John? Got Duke Faison, Shampoo Planet. I mean, Leafeon. The whole crew is here.
We should have, if we do this again in the future, we should have Brian Shea rip his shirt off to reveal the cover, like the shirt underneath.
Oh, we should have done the Halo thing where you tattoo the cover on your arm.
Well, no, it's funny because I have a Mononoke shirt and Alex has a Mononoke tattoo. We could have been like, we're probably throwing people off. They're like, oh my gosh, Ghibli game? No, sorry, it's not a Princess Mononoke game.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to contain the excitement for that.
You would have fallen out of that chair you're sitting in. Beautiful setup.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That you've just the head of the table, Alex Van Aken there.
I'm in my grandparents' dining room kitchen.
All right, guys. So we're at 30 seconds here, which I recognize that the stream has a little bit of a delay, so there might be like maybe it'll go up on the site before the stream actually gives out the details. So like, just stay here in the chat if you want to like maintain the surprise. Because what is the delay usually? Like a minute or something like that?
I don't think it's that long. Is it?
I have no idea.
It's usually like a few. It's like 10 seconds at most. Something like that.
All right, so close your Twitter tab. Here we go. You guys ready? 5 seconds. Okay, 5,
right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Resident Evil 4 Remake. That is our next cover. And the cover.
We did it.
Look at it. Just look at it. That's the cover right there. You're seeing it. Marcus and Alex and I have disappeared. It's a good cover, man.
We're still here.
Cover. Yeah, and there's a couple things we just like. We got Leon and Ashley on the front there, and like we even talked about, do we need like a tagline on the cover? It's like, nah, we don't, man. It's
You know
Resident
what
Evil
this
4.
is.
Yeah, we don't need to explain.
Look at the chainsaw guy in the corner. He's got bloody eye sockets and his little bag. Everyone just looks gross and amazing.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a lot more to say about Resident Evil 4 in the coming weeks. But this is our opportunity to kind of tease things. So yeah, let Marcus and Alex let's give us a rundown. You guys went to Japan, right?
We did. We went to Capcom's headquarters in Osaka. We got to play 2 full chapters of the game, including one that has not been shown at all yet. We got to play a large section with Ashley, so we got to get a handle on how they kind of reworked her stuff for this game. We got to get a look at some of the new side quests. We saw
New enemies.
new enemies. Yeah, they've actually added new enemies to this game.
2.
Yeah, we did. One of them very cool. And we spoke to the directors, who, if you're not aware, the directors of this game are the same 2 directors that did the Resident Evil 2 remake. So, you know, as someone, that game was my game of the year in 2019. So for me, that was a very assuring thing of like, yeah, that sounds good. Get them on this. But yeah, we interviewed them. We spoke to the sound designer, the art director, the producer, and it was I will say just impressions having played a good bit of this game, or at least those 2 chapters. And I'm a Resident Evil 4 fan too. I'll preface this like it's one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah, you're a human being who can breathe and blood flows through their veins. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say overall, I was very impressed with what I played so far. So
yeah,
I'm excited for you guys to read all about it. Alex, what about you?
There's a lot of changes. I kind of my history with Resident Evil is very weird. My kind of onboarding to the RE franchise might have been Resident Evil 5, and I might have loved it as a kid. Or as a teenager rather. And then Village. Yeah, Village was one of my favorite games when it came out, and then the movies as well have been like a big part of my adolescence, I guess. But so I went into it with pretty fresh eyes. I played through the first hour or 2 just in preparation of our cover, and so I'm coming. Marcus is kind of like the fan coming into this cover story, and I'm the representing more of the newcomer of sorts. I never played RE4. I've watched it played many times, but never played it myself until preparing for this cover trip, and it kind of blew me away with some of the stuff they're doing, and even as somebody who doesn't know everything about RE4, I was able to see some pretty cool differences just based on playing the 2005 release in preparation for the cover story. And there's a lot of cool moments that are like, one for one, and then other moments that diverge into new paths and, like I said, new enemies, and there's side quests, and there's a whole bunch of stuff we're going to be getting into with this cover story. But I think it's got something for everybody, and I'm day one on this game. I like Marcus said, played about 3 hours, and it's butter. It's real good.
Nice.
From what we played.
I think what struck me about it was them like how faithful it is. It's not, they didn't try to overhaul or reinvent the wheel the way they did with Resident Evil 2 and 3 just because those were such older games and they made those games to basically resemble Resident Evil 4. And then for this one, just them saying this game is already really good. So let's tweak the stuff that needs to be tweaked, but also let's kind of go for a more faithful direction and then sprinkle in new things where they make sense. So as a fan of the original, it was fun to see on one hand, I can go through this and you have your memory of okay, this is still here, I can still do this, but the enemies are scarier, they are harder to kill, they the gunplay feels better. Like everything feels better. Everything looks amazing. You know, that RE engine is no joke.
Yeah.
And and then just some expanded story stuff as well in there too. Maybe learning a little bit more about some side characters that people will love. So
Cool.
I'm excited for people to read about it. It's I think it came out very well, and also we got a full month of exclusive coverage coming out between online articles as well as videos that Alex is putting together for the YouTube channel. So
Yeah, we'll have on the video front, we've got several, in-depth interviews. We've got a bunch of gameplay. It's going to be, this is one of our, I think, more fruitful cover stories in terms of content. I'm very excited for what we're able to show and what we got. And I think there's going to be a lot of great stuff coming out. And of course, GameInformer.com/Resident Evil 4. That's our cover story hub this month. So you can type that into your browser, bookmark it, because that will update anytime we put out new content around RE4 for this cover story.
Yeah. I mean, so a lot of stuff coming up. I guess probably even the podcast this week. I imagine you guys will go. Talk even more about it, and then the story's on the site. The digital version of the issue will be ready in like later today, in a couple hours from now. And is there anything else you guys want to plug or point out about the cover?
Yes. So this week's Game Informer show, which I host, is going to be all about Resident Evil 4. Marcus is, of course, going to be joining it. I'm sure Kyle will probably be on there this week. And hopefully Blake, because Blake is a huge Resident Evil 4 sicko, as I would describe him. If you would like to ask us questions about our hands-on time with the game, you can go to the Game Informer Discord, which, again, you get access to by subscribing once on Twitch, and you'll get access. It's just we pay wallet so that we can keep trolls out. So if you want to ask a question, you can leave a question in the Discord. We've got a Game Informer show channel. And also, if you don't want to do that, you can email us, podcast@gameinformer.com, with a subject line, Resident Evil 4 GI show. And I will keep an eye out for those. And, we'll be able to answer your questions about the game on this week's episode.
Cool.
Yes.
Which goes up on Thursday. It goes up on Thursday, by the way.
Hit us with those questions.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, I mean, that's it. That's our first live stream cover reveal. Thanks everyone for coming by. We had a lot of folks in here. It's awesome to see. And guys, I hope you're excited about our coverage. I know I'm excited about the game. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah,
shout out to Kyle, by the way. This was his idea. Just want to point that out.
So, it was.
I will back that shout out a few steps. I just to end on this weird note, but this was something that former video producer Ben Hansen wanted to do often. So he had talked about doing this back in the day. So shout out to Ben. I stole his idea.
It all goes back to Ben.
Everything goes back.
Everything comes back to Hansen.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody, and thanks Alex and Marcus, and shout out to Capcom for letting these two chuckleheads come and hang out at the studio and check out the game.
Absolutely,
all right, guys.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.